Welcome
to Abernathy's After Hours. It's going to be different every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're never going to practice.
Never. This is the practice and the real thing.
It's the final cut. I'm Red.
And I'm Becca. And we're from a little shop called Abernathy's.
In Davenport. If you've been, you know. If you don't,
Here we are. You get to learn about our store and all of our things.
Yeah.
How's your day?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had to take my grandma to go get vaccinated.
That's super cool.
Yeah. My mom was so happy.
Yeah, it gotta be a big relief for your whole family.
Yeah. Well, my grandma likes to go to J.C. Penney. So my mom's like, no, we're getting vaccinated. How was your day?
Pretty good. Worked at the shop today, and it was busy.
Yeah, I saw orders on my phone.
Yeah, we were doing a sale because it snowed like crazy, so lots of people are utilizing that. Still a little cold in the store. We got a new furnace, but it's still a little cold because it's really cold outside.
Yeah, true that.
So, cranking that heat up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got new shit.
New shit. Let's do it.
We've got new lingerie.
Yeah, last week we actually did a little tiny live video on Facebook and Instagram about the lingerie that we got, but we actually got to try some of it on.
Yes, yeah, because we did a little photo shoot with Genesis Photography. We got in awesome new lingerie from Playful Promises, which is a cool company based out of England. A lot of our pinup brands are based out of England, which I'm like, can we go to England?
Yes.
I would like that very much.
Mm-hmm. It's a work-related trip, so yeah, we have to.
For sure.
Research.
I don't know if it's just more popular there or like popular on the verge of like, I guess, kind of common or normal, like mainstream, I would almost think, with a number of large companies that are based out of England that are vintage inspired.
I guess when we go to like Viva and stuff, a lot of people are, well, at least overseas. I don't know.
It's kind of cool when you hear people's accents from all over. I love accents.
A lot of Canadian people,
Yeah,
and a lot of German people is who I ran into the most. Which, welcome, it's fine. I like it.
We also got, so we restocked our bralettes. So they're just like a sports bra kind of. They're super comfy, but like a little cute and sexy. And some of them have cute designs. And everybody's liked those. So we restocked those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It was fun to try them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we could just go straight into meat and potatoes.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the podcast.
Because we're going to talk about that photo shoot we did.
Yeah. So we used to host all sorts of cool photo shoots at our old location, which was 6 blocks down the street, and 1 block down, I guess, over and down. We had like this really cool little, it was like an office building, so there was this large like kind of conference room looking space that we started working with Genesis Photography, and she would rent it out, and the first photo shoot she did was Easter. Do you remember that?
I do. I was pregnant.
Oh. Do you remember any hairs you did from that one? No. That was so many hairs ago.
So many hairs ago. I'm like, give me a picture and I'll go, oh yeah.
I did that person's hair.
I don't remember. So.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember a lot from that shoot. But it was the first time we had shot with Jenna. And from there, it just kind of became this like thing.
How many layers of paint do you think those walls had on it?
So many. We would paint the walls like a different color for every different scene.
Yeah.
There was one time I painted them with this stinky green paint that I found.
Disgusting.
I found it in the building when we moved in. It was
a bad idea. Paint goes bad for anyone who didn't know that. Eventually.
It was a 5-gallon bucket, and it stank so bad that like even when the paint went on the wall and the paint was dried, it still smelled.
Yeah, gross.
And I thought it was a really interesting green color.
I mean, interesting, yes.
And then I was like, okay, new scene. We went from doing the Easter thing, and I think we used that green for also a living room. But we were going to go into Christmas maybe. And I was like, oh, I want to go for more of an olive green. Went to the store, got a new green. I mean, they were like shades.
Green blind. Because she did this with her camper, too.
Yes.
Thought she was getting a darker shade, got the exact same color that the other part of the camper was.
there's no differentiation.
Green line, that's a new thing, I think.
So one of those layers of paint is like, one layer was a lime green, and then one layer was like a lime avocado green. We painted that room a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of late nights painting and drinking.
Mm-hmm. And cutting flowers.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never do that again.
That was the last photo shoot we ever did at the old store.
Get it out of here.
And we didn't do very many shoots. And I think that was kind of for Easter time, almost.
I think so.
We also did a pool of jelly beans, which I was super excited about.
I didn't even get to see it. I know Knox wanted to eat them, and I think he did eat a few.
Yeah. I had this idea that we would do like a headshot of somebody, and I wanted them to be like kind of surrounded with jelly beans. So I bought a little kiddie pool, inflatable kiddie pool, and then I bought like 10 bags of jelly beans, filled it up, and then people just laid like their back and their shoulders and their head in it, and Jenna took a close-up shot, and it looks like you're floating in jelly beans.
Do you think you would float in jelly beans if there was an entire pool?
I feel like it would be like quicksand, but slower and more painful.
Jelly beans.
That's on like the top 10 list of ways you don't want to go.
You just eat your way out.
Yeah. What was your favorite photo shoot from the old store?
Probably the good girl, bad girl one. That was my favorite because I think people really got into it. And it was kind of funny. So Jenna will do like Polaroids. It's kind of like this little keepsake that you get to have immediately, which I think is so cool, because otherwise you have to wait, and then you're just like waiting for these pictures. You're like, what did I look like? Oh God, I probably look terrible. Or, you know,
it is
you start
definitely
getting in your head
an affirmation, like, yes, you look beautiful.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
So, but every time I was doing someone's hair, I was like, what kind of Polaroid are you going to do? Good girl, bad girl? And everyone's like, oh, good girl. And every single person was a bad girl.
They all came back bad.
Bad.
The bad girl scene was, we borrowed a prop from Asia and Jared.
Yep, it was a prop that she had used in a burlesque show at the Adler, I believe. And yeah, it was like a Jericho cross kind of thing. So
Heavy AF.
heavy and barely fit in that room. I think we actually had to take the ceiling tiles out to like prop it up and then put them back. Or maybe we didn't even put them back.
We maybe did not.
No, I think we hung chain.
Yeah, we hung. You and Aaron did it all. Actually, hung up all the chain, and we put up all this bondage gear on the wall, so it looked like a torture room, like a really pretty and like girly version of like, I don't know what I would imagine is like 50 Shades of Grey would be or something.
Yeah, like so we like kind of diagonally cut the room in half, and so one side was purple and the other side was pink.
Yeah, I think it was pink.
I have to burp. Excuse me.
I stifled mine, sorry.
I couldn't. I was going to puke if I did. But yeah, so one side was purple and one side was pink, and like what the good girl had a bed and like...
And they had like this white net over it and flowers all along the like headboard, and it was really simple, but we also had gotten macaroons from the French bakery, and they were so good, and you get to eat some. But like we had a lot of the clients pose with them, and
and then we had to.
Yes, it was great. And champagne, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was probably one of our best shoots.
Yeah.
So, but it was always cool because we obviously like we would put it out there where people could sign up to participate in these shoots. And sometimes they would be clients or customers of the store, people we knew, but a lot of times it was like people we'd never met before.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, all sorts of different people. I'm trying to think of what my favorite was. I mean, I always like Halloween. I'm trying to think of specifically a Halloween that was fun. They're all blending together now.
I'm like, I don't know anything. I don't know.
But since we have moved, we do not have a back room.
No, we have 0 back room.
Yeah, you should. If you guys ever want to see what our back room looks like,
it's about a 3 foot by
you're very gracious
6 foot area in which you can sit on a folding chair and eat your lunch in silence behind a curtain.
And then you immediately have to fold the chair and fold your table back up and put them away.
You can't. It's like Oz.
Yeah.
Back there. It's kind of sad. You have to eat your lunch by yourself behind a curtain. And before we got that chair, we were eating off of a ladder. So
I don't don't know why. Who thinks your butt's gonna fit in that ladder?
I tried it every time.
Take your life in your hands with that one. I was like, I'm pretty sure we own folding chairs somewhere.
Nope. It's the ladder or nothing.
But yeah, it was a bummer to lose that part of the shop because it's so interactive and like it's more of an experience rather than selling a thing.
Yeah.
And we did work with Focal Points based out of Iowa City and rented out Renwick Mansion a couple of times. That was super fun.
That is super fun. Yeah, that was cool. A cool time because mostly we got to spend the night before.
It was like having a slumber party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first time we did not rent the place. And it was just a lot of work to load in and then load out in the same day.
Yeah, we'd be there like 7 in the morning.
And then the next time they had Jenna and Whitney from Focal Points did all the hard legwork of renting the place, and they were like, "We're going to stay the night before." And you had a burlesque show, and we went to that, and it was just down the street. It was so close and awesome. And we're like, "We're just going to go out for one beer."
Just one beer, and then
3 in the morning. It's like, so we got this room that we didn't stay in at all.
Barely slept.
For sure haunted.
Yes, 100%.
I am not a big, like, ghost person. It's not, I totally am, people who believe in it, that's 100% valid. I've never experienced anything, so that I don't feel like there's anything for me to believe in.
Yeah.
But I had a huge crack in my phone the next day, and I don't think I was drunk enough to drop the phone. I stand by that.
And crack in my. That's what the ghost chose to do.
And it was like not the kind of crack that you would expect to see.
Threw it on the ground and we're like, actually, I believe in this.
This drunk girl will never remember. It wasn't the kind of crack you would expect to see if you were to drop your phone. It was like, it looked like somebody took a pen and stabbed the top of my phone. And it was 2 points.
Vampires.
Exactly. So, if anybody asked, Renwick Mansion's 100% haunted by vampires. But there was also a Sasquatch there.
Riley screamed.
I was shocked when I heard her scream.
Doing hair and makeup. And the lady was like, what's happening? I'm like, nothing.
There was it's like a Sasquatch costume that somebody put on like probably just a piece of wood inside of there.
I have no idea what the inner constructs of that.
We didn't disassemble it to look. But it's in a closet, and they opened up a door, and Riley continued to lose it.
Yeah. Scared of mannequins.
Okay. Well, that's actually a little bit more, I think, I'm like, that's valid as well.
Sure. Whatever.
But yeah, those were super fun photo shoots too. I liked those because there were so many scenes. We had the run of this entire gorgeous house.
It was like kitchen, like a living room, a piano room, a fireplace. I mean, the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a really beautiful bathroom that we didn't get to use that I still think about sometimes. It's like got a big clawfoot tub and beautiful big white tile, and it would be great if we had brought a bunch of plants in there.
That's what Jenna was talking about not too long ago. After I did my photo shoot with Honey and Ether, then she was like, oh man, like a big beautiful plant. Like she's like, I should have done the Renwick one.
Tell us about your photo shoot you did. This was just recently.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was with Honey and Ether. And I'm like, Ether. Am I saying that right?
That's right.
Ether?
Ether.
I'm sorry.
Don't doubt yourself. You got it, girl.
But it was awesome. So I got there and I immediately fell on the ice outside, which was really cool.
So neat.
Yeah. Pretty sure I badly damaged my tailbone, but you know what? Fuck it. I went inside. Like nothing happened, of course.
Just dust yourself off.
Just sat in the snow for a moment and was like, hoping nobody saw me, and then I spotted the FedEx man. Damn it! But went upstairs. She had this beautiful room. It was like one of the suites. And there was a bathtub, and we did the bubble bath session, which is really fun. She's like, actually, it's probably going to take you longer to fill the bathtub up than it is going to get all the pictures.
Was that true?
And it was true. It was so quick and easy, and she's really beautiful to work with, and she's so nice.
She had done a photo shoot at our store for Halloween. That was a good Halloween one.
Yep, and it was like the coffin and the couch and stuff. Yeah.
I think there's a picture of the two of us that she took. Maybe.
Also pregnant in that one. Apparently I was pregnant for 17 years.
You were pregnant a lot of the time. Just with the one kid, though.
Just one kid.
So weird how that worked out. But yeah, so we've had so many awesome experiences with all of these things. So it's like we haven't done any for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, because of the space, because of COVID, because of a lot of things. We did get to do kind of a pop-up photo shoot for Iron Invasion.
That was a cool scene,
Yes.
and I think that it needs to happen again at some point.
I would agree with you. Yeah, it was like an oddities kind of scene that we put together really quickly, literally just from things from the shop.
Yeah, we
So-
don't want to spend any money.
Yeah. We spent it all on Thai food from across the street instead.
So good.
But we decided that we were going to do photo shoots in my house.
Yeah, Becca has a beautiful home and an awesome couch.
It's mostly the couch. The home is like 60% couch, and then the rest of
in
it's
that room.
okay.
Yes, you are correct.
Melina from Odd Betty's found an awesome vintage couch on Facebook Marketplace, and it's been one of those things I've been talking about. Kind of want to buy a new couch, and Jenna and I always send each other couch porn, as we like to call it, and we always talk about one day we're gonna have a vintage couch warehouse, and it's be called Davenport's.
You guys.
I've already been working on a logo, so.
Is it just like a couch, a Davenport on like a map of Davenport?
Okay, no, but now it is. It was like a circle, like Davenport, like,
Oh,
yeah, around the couch.
Oh, gotcha.
But-
Well, that was good too.
Yeah, we are always sending each other vintage couches, and Melina sent me this one, and I was like, and with vintage stuff, it's one of those things where it's like, if you even think about it, if you overthink it for a second and decide not to do it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I messaged the woman, and we went, I think it was near Peoria that we drove to go get it. So it was like, I had to take a half day off of work and jaunt down there. The lady bought it in Davenport.
Oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
Davenport's. So yeah, we've got a vintage, it's kind of, I would say, leaning 60s.
I would very much.
Yes, 60s, like mod, swag, kind of.
Like low profile.
Yeah, it's like if you were just hanging out at home, if you just happen to be like just amazingly naturally glamorous, that's how it is in my head, so, and then we also have a little like small vintage kitchen scene, nothing compared to Jenna's vintage kitchen in Preemption, which we will forever miss. She sold that house last year. But we're trying to recreate a little corner of that in my kitchen.
You did great. Your kitchen's cute.
Thanks. We redid the floors last year, so that made a big difference. Yeah. So we got to shoot a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could have just kept going and going and going and going, but we were shooting for 5 hours.
Well, Matt woke up and he was like, have you guys been doing this for 5 hours? And I was like, oops.
Oh, really?
We have.
My husband texted me and goes, everything okay? I'm like, don't bother me.
I'm making art.
I'm beautiful right now. I was like, you've been gone a long time. And I'm like, what? No.
It was fun to do a shoot that was like, we didn't have any clients that day. So it was just us basically playing dress up.
Yeah, and then just like jumping around on the couch all day. It was great.
But we are going to open it up. We are taking a couple clients in a couple of weeks. And maybe we will take more. Maybe we'll convince Matt to let us do something in the Blue Ribbon Lounge.
Matt, yay or nay right now?
Yes, but you have to make it look better.
Oh,
No.
yeah. No, we will have to.
Ouch.
And then also I have a tiki obsession, so that would be fun for the summertime.
Yeah.
Maybe. I imagine something, let's move all the plants outside and then do a cow trough photo shoot.
Great, let's do it.
Floating around on a giant piece of pizza or a flamingo. I think everybody likes
Big enough
flamingos.
for those things?
Yep, I have a piece of pizza that goes in there.
Does it take up the whole thing?
Yeah. Did we try to get 2 floaties?
We've had a lot of floaties in there. How well it worked.
Matt got a floatie for the pool that's just a round thing like this, and it looks like a Pabst Blue Ribbon logo, and it's got 2 places for beer, and it's got a place for your phone.
That's dangerous.
Risky business.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones that are like, it's called like a shot float, and it's just a tube and it has holes in it? It's for shots.
Oh,
But then you have to take it, like, everyone at once.
well, you've done the shot ski, right?
Yeah, I did that in Montana. Disgusting.
I can't remember where I did one.
The only place that you should is Montana, because that makes sense.
I was in Montana. It was a blur. So yeah. Question that nobody asked, but somebody asked it.
Yay.
All right. So this question is, what is the thing that haunts you that you didn't buy?
I thought about this, and I've decided to change the question.
Okay. You have the power to do that. It's your podcast.
That's right.
You can do whatever we want.
The thing that you couldn't buy, that you wanted to buy, now haunts you still. Chainmail bodysuit. Wanted it really bad. Guy said not for sale. Why'd you bring it in then?
Yeah, sometimes people
Fucking tease me.
They like to show off. Well, you know what it is? I think they come into the store and they are like, these people will appreciate this.
Yeah, I do, and I want to buy it.
I want it on my body.
I want to be cool.
Yeah,
Whole fucking bodysuit, chainmail. Give it to me.
I have something that fits that category and the original question. Do you remember when we were in Des Moines and we went to, it was an architectural salvage place.
Yes.
It was like crazy cool. And like, it was like every room was different colors and organized really interestingly. They had an articulated cat skeleton at their like register. And I think it had a ticket with it that said it was sold. Somebody was going to pick it up.
Dumb.
But I was like, and you know what? At the time, we hadn't really gotten into selling mini oddities yet. I think we were there for $80.35.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm sure it would have been out of our price range.
100%.
But it was like, I remember seeing it and being like, oh, I want that. And then something that I wish that, that's why I bought that dang couch. Because I'm like, I'm not going to let it haunt me.
No.
There was an amazing kitchen table at the Coal Valley Antique Mall. It was round, and it kind of looked like if you were to slice open a lemon, like it has the little wedges, and it was alternating green and yellow, and it had green and yellow chairs. I still have a picture of it on my phone, I think.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the picture?
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because maybe one day I'm going to find it again.
I don't think you need to have a picture of it. You remember it.
I also am working on keeping on my phone a thrift list.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I want to go thrifting.
What?
Yeah. At a store, not in an estate sale. Don't do fucking estate sale. I did like one, and I was like, no, I'm over it.
Both Red and your husband Joe came to an estate sale. Joe seemed to actually enjoy it a little bit.
I don't know.
He found a lot of stuff at that estate sale.
What one?
It was an estate sale in Moline, actually, really close to my house.
I don't remember this.
People were climbing over you.
Oh, that's the one that I said no more. When I'm in a closet that's as wide as my body and I'm looking at clothes, do not put your hands over top of me. I want to chop you.
I think what happens in an estate sale setting is that, and I will say I am guilty of this too, if somebody's looking at something, I'm like, oh, what's over there?
Yeah, we'll back up.
Clearly, whatever is interesting you should interest me, even though you guys probably have wildly different tastes. And
yeah, me and a 90-year-old woman. Looking for what? The same thing.
Vintage 1950s prom dresses.
Yeah, fuck.
There were quite a few of them. They were really beautiful.
It ruined it. It ruined it for me. I'm sad. Although I did go to one estate sale and I was super glad I went. It was just it was a dollhouse miniature.
Oh, is that the one that Lacey told you about, or was it another some other situation?
Maybe it was. Now I can't remember. It probably was, but I got that plant stand.
Oh, what do you know about that?
And a lot of miniature stuff.
Yeah.
Heaven.
Why do you want to go to the thrift store? What are you going to thrift?
Oh, I just want to look through stuff. I need to get out of the house.
Yeah, I need to leave here.
But then I'm like, I need more shitty shirts.
Gotta have more shitty shirts.
Hashtag shitty shirts.
Emily Gwynn commented on your post and was like, do you have any more shitty shirts?
That's my brand. That's it.
www.shittyshirts.com.
Yeah. All shirts are $100.
That's the way to invest your money, is invest in the domain.
www.wantedcoasterposters.com.
Yes. So yeah, more shitty shirts. They're out there.
Shirts. Yeah, I'm going to find them. Or you will, in a trash can.
Literally in a trash.
Love those.
So, time for our customer of the week.
Yeah, I like how you abbreviated it.
COTW.
So every once in a while, we come across people that have the Abernathy's name.
They do. They're
This time,
Abernathy's.
it's Emily Abernathy's. I think she's from South Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said she bought an Abernathy's death stitch flannel while wearing an Abernathy shirt.
That's pretty good.
Sometimes when orders come through, you see their last name and you're like, oh, I wonder why you're ordering from
Yeah.
us.
Oh, I got it.
We have, although people sometimes think that somebody who owns the store's name's Abernathy.
Nope, wrong.
It's not. But, so our store's named after Rosario Dawson's character in Death Proof. Her first name's Abernathy.
Yeah.
Only ever met one person whose first name's Abernathy.
Never met him.
Yeah. They're out
We
there.
do get confused for the Abernathy's Harley dealership.
In in Abernathy, Texas.
In Abernathy, it's very confusing.
And the calls happen so frequently, I'm pretty accustomed to them now, because I go, can I speak to the sales department? And the first time I heard that, and I was like, well, I'm the sales department.
am the sales. I'm the only one here.
So that makes me the sales department. Speaking. Present. So now I'm like, yeah, you're talking to a vintage clothing store. You
Wrong
need to call the Harley dealership.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. They sell ATV parts too.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, maybe we should steal all their business.
I did for a minute there. Was trying to track down. We sell a lot of Harley shirts, and they always, you get them from different dealerships or whatever. I had favorited a few on Etsy that were from Abernathy Harley Davidson.
How much are they? $1 million?
They were kind of expensive, and this was before that whole thing lit up to what it is now. So, should have.
I'm gonna need everybody to calm down
So-
on the shirts because I like to buy them myself.
That'll be another thing that haunts me that I didn't buy. So I'll be buying all the things just in case. That way they don't haunt me.
There you go.
And sell them to you, good fine people.
All the stuff that we've gone overboard on. You shall
It's
purchase from us.
yours now.
Please pay.
All right.
I guess that's it.
That's it. That was a podcast.
Did it? And how
Yay.
much time, Matt?
27 and a half.
Oh, that is perfect.
It's good. That's like commute time.
Yeah, you're at work. You can leave. You can get out of your car now and have a good day.
Yep.
All
Have
right.
a good one. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.